Hello, this is the Captain Paxo, welcoming you to some Dark Souls Remastered PvP. Oh, I've waited such a long time to say that. God damn, dude. This is some network test footage. And this guy is summoning a phantom, and I'm waving to him. Because Black Knight, I thought, hey, there's a choice between Warrior, Knight, which, that's not a witch, that's a sorcerer, mate. Pyromancer, Solaire, and Black Knight. I'm thinking, I've got to go with the Black Knight. I mean, come on. One thing I've noticed is that a lot of people, as I do a reverse roll, the old tech still exists. Most of the old tech, anyway. I'll get onto that in a little bit. But most people that I've seen use the Black Knight setup seem to be removing most of their armor so they can fast roll. I'm like, nah, I'm going to use the full armor set. And, you know, get the full use out of it. Get all of that poise, get all of that defense, fucking up all these setup parries because I'm not used to the timing. Because that's something that's actually different about Dark Souls Remastered. I feel like it's different. I don't know if it actually is. I think that was a predict parry, not a reaction parry. There's some footage later on. I'm not sure if it's in this video or a later video, but there's a clip where I sight parry the Black Knight Straight Swords R1. This might actually be the clip. We'll see. As I fuck up a parry. Yeah, I'm not too sure on the timing. Part of me thinks that like it's super like tight, like it's Dark Souls 3, which is dependent on your lag, so there's a lot of randomness to it depending on how good your connection is, but at the same time the parry that you see on your screen is a lot closer to the parry that you see on, or your opponent sees on their screen, you know, whereas in the Prepare to Die edition you had to parry like half a second before the attack actually landed, which made it look like you were parrying thin air, and a lot of people seem to think that that was like unintentional lag. It was just a load of nonsense that shouldn't be in the game, but it was actually kind of a lag compensation, because from my remembering from my own observations, that half a second delay existed on every single connection, whereas the Dark Souls 3 parry, it differs from connection to connection, and thus adding an element of random to it. As I could have gotten the counter backstab, which is still a thing, by the way. Counter backstab is still a thing, but the connection is so much tighter, it makes it a hell of a lot harder to pull off. And if someone's ready on that R1, it's going to be very interesting to see who gets the backstab. But look at this guy, he's actually using the full Black Knight set as I give him a kick and an attack. But the parry timing seems to be a lot more lenient to being accurate towards like the weapon actually hitting your weapon, if you get what I mean. There's not so much of the delay. However, I can't tell if there's like no delay at all, like there is in Dark Souls 3, or if it's like there is a slight delay, just not as much as it is in the Prepare to Die edition. We'll soon find out. I'm going to be whiffing a lot of parries just to try and see the timing. Try and make sense of it all, and there's going to be a lot of whiffed parries. This guy closes the gate on me, or has the gate closed on him, so I go up to the fog wall. I can't go through it because I'm a phantom, so I got trapped here, but thankfully, you know, target destroyed. Look at my Black Knight. Look at how cool he is. The red glow on him. And a point up. You'll notice me doing a lot of the point up gesture. It's not because I'm trying to be a dick. It's more me trying to be like, chin up, dude. Come on. Get back up. This is Dark Souls. No time to be lying around on your back all day. Get back in there, you know? Get up and give him another go. Sort of thing. So I thought I'd just put that disclaimer out here as we get our first gank situation. Now, if you call these guys gankers or co-opers, that's up to viewer discretion, but for me, any form of 2 versus 1, that is a gank situation. Whether my opponents are actual gankers or simply co-opers, it doesn't matter, it's still a gank situation. So this sorcerer, this witch, has taken off all of her clothes, which is a pretty bad idea, as I do a pretty bad roll there, which lends her a plunge attack, but I managed to do a lot of damage. I was actually out of stamina, which is why I didn't follow up on that, but because she rolled forward, it actually allowed me to get the backstab. Little bit of luck there. And there's something else I've got to get used to. That little flash on my character there. It's the Dark Souls 3 Estus in terms of like the online. So I've currently got 2 Estus since I hadn't kindled the bonfire at this point. So I only had a max of 5. Half that, it's 2. But then I killed the Phantom and I got an Estus. And that's something I actually wanted in Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 3, if you got an extra Estus from killing a Phantom, it wouldn't go past your soft cap of 7. So if you had 7 and you killed a Phantom, you'd still only have 7 Estus. Whereas that's not the case in this game. If you kill a Phantom, I'll go up to 3. I mean, the next time I invade a world, I'll only have 2. But for that fight, I'll have an extra 1. And I feel like the reason why they did that is because of the kindling mechanic in this game. If you kindle, in case you're not aware, it actually supplies an extra Estus flask to other players who last rested at that bonfire. So if I kindle the bonfire in the Undead Parish or the Sunlight Altar, then other people are going to get an extra Estus flask, and that pushes you over your cap. So you can end up with like 25 Estus, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't often run around with 20 Estus, so, you know, you'll have to tell me if I'm right or wrong, as that guy gets mopped up by the boar and whatnot. I always get a little bit sad seeing that gate close on people, because going through the hollow room is so much of a pain in the ass. Just jumping through the gate is so much easier, as this guy tries to fight the Black Knight. And that still exists, where people go through that little door there and they disappear. That's been in Dark Souls since Prepare to Die Edition, and I'm a little bit sad to see it in the remaster, but, you know, what can you do? This guy's getting, yeah, he just got cleaned up by this Black Knight, good god. So I'll give him a little chin-up gesture. Come on, get back on your feet, try that again. You'll get it next time. Oh, god. The connection has been a little bit interesting. It's been really, really good, but I set it to global, so I did get a couple of instances where someone teleported around a little bit. Not too much, just like one instance. You'll notice a lot of people going for the backstab, and that's just Dark Souls all over. But I mean, if you're going to go for the backstab, at least keep your shield up, or roll through my attack or something. You know, you can't just let your guard down, because I'm just going to kill you, you know? Ooh, is it interesting? This guy aggroed the Hollow Soldier and the Black Knight at the same time. That is not a good idea at all, but they don't seem too interested in fighting this guy. Maybe they lost interest or something. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to go engage him myself, because I want to fight some people. Let me fight. I've done the PvE, although I haven't taken on the Balgargoyles. I just rushed through the area and fought all of the enemies and picked up all the goodies, which I'm a little bit sad there aren't like bonus goodies, like more weapons and stuff to pick up. I'm a little bit sad we can't go to Andre to purchase some more weapons or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. We've got some cool weapons to mess around with, like the Black Knight Straight Sword, which does ludicrous amounts of damage, even to me, who, you know, I'm in full Black Knight armor, and it still deals a lot of damage. If someone backstabs me with the hand axe from the Pyromancer, it'll do maybe a fifth of my damage. But you saw right there, just a one-handed, and it took off like 80% of my health. It just does so much damage. But then I figure this guy's going for the backstab, so I think I can play at that game too. Get the counter, and I win. I'm so glad the counter backstabs back in Dark Souls Remastered. I really am. Alright, what do we got here? Another Black Knight, and he's in full Black Knight armor. Sweet. Fat roll. Do it. There you go. A little tip for the all the people who haven't played Dark Souls 1 PvP. If you want to avoid a backstab, you have to roll towards someone. It's much harder to do it in fat roll because of the recovery frames, but rolling away from someone is going to get you caught because the backstabs are magnetic in this game. Just a little word of advice. Oh, this is a funny fight as well. So this guy's pumping his sword at me like he's hot stuff, flipping around in his fast roll, and I'm thinking, he's playing unlocked, so he's probably going to go for my back. But he goes for a swing there. He rolls through my second. I do an R2. Get rightfully punished for that. But then he makes the same mistake I did, where he goes for the R2 as well. And look how much time I have to go around and backstab him. Oh my god, dude. And then I return the gesture. Little tip for the Black Knight Straight Sword as well. That thing does not have varying speeds on its R2s. Once you start it, you cannot stop. It has got ludicrous startup frames and ludicrous recovery frames. You should never do it. I know I did it, but hey, do as I say, not as I do, right? Anyway, there's going to be a lot more Dark Souls 1 Remastered PvP content on my channel over the next however long I decide to play this game. This was just a little teaser for what's to come, I suppose. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.